As the season gets shorter, the odds of the Bucks reaching 70 wins get longer and longer. They dragged their first losing streak of the season into Denver and then played without their top four leading scorers, including Giannis Antetokounmpo. Thanasis did get some playing time. Nuggets, it's Nikola Jokic. He's so good at that baseball pass to Paul Millsap, and then Jeremy Grant had the feeling early on.
One of them Grants. But Murray was shooting also.
Jamal Murray from three. It's a 15-point lead. Sterling Brown, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh. Wow.
Over Michael Porter Jr.
Giannis approves.
Jokic to Will Barton here. Barton at 13 points. But Denver's lead, 116 in the first half, was only 8 at the break. Couldn't quite put this shorthanded Bucks team away. There's Thanasis. So if you're a fan of Denver,
love. I love that.
You came to see Antetokounmpo, right?
Woo!
And you saw him. Jamal Murray takes dead aim at DJ Wilson. This is called an offensive foul. And you know what? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. He took off like a ho-ho.
Oh, are you saying that because your Hawks won tonight?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay, because you won like a couple games ago. So
maybe
only when they win?
Maybe it was
I don't think they won either. So.
They won tonight.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, you're not trying to spoil it? Okay, spoiler alert.
This one did count. Crossover and the three. Murray finished with 21. Nikola Jokic had another weird night, but he hit a couple of big shots late. Just 10 points on the night. Denver hangs on to win 99-91, so they're now 11-3 in home games against the Eastern Conference and become the first team this NBA season to sweep Milwaukee and just the second to beat them 2 times. I don't know, what did you guys make of this? Because it's a game they should have won, and they did. So, kudos.
I did like the aggressiveness of Jokic in the second half. I do think he missed some bunnies at the layup. In the paint. He did take more shots than 2 shots in the first half. This is a game they needed to win. How you win it goes a long way. But I really want to see Denver come out and just knock a team out.
Yeah.
I think that would really benefit them and their morale. I question what player is going to step up and in these type of games against Golden State, and against Cleveland, against injury-ridden Bucks.
Yep.
Who's going to step up and really extend this lead and get some of their players much-needed rest towards the end of the season?
I think when you're struggling like they've struggled as of late, sometimes you forget sort of the recipe in terms of how to win. And getting that winning feeling back and sensation back is important. We know Milwaukee didn't have all their guns.
Right.
But to be able to still come back and play and not have a letdown and have a good performance, have balanced scoring. Look, like you said, this is a team. They are who they are. They're not going to have one person sort of carry the load. It's going to be a collective effort. They're supposed to win this game, but they're supposed to win, against the Cavs and against Golden State, and they didn't. So just getting back to winning now you start feeling better. Your food tastes better, and now you can start moving forward. And
I just think all of us, no, it was grimace because I think all of us have been a part of wins that feel bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they feel good after this win because it's like, when you play and, you get the win and you come in the locker room and everybody's just kind of like, and it just seems like Denver needs to get that swag back. Like they're a young team and this is what's so hard about being a dynasty. They haven't, but you're searching for it.
Yeah,
I think players tonight probably feel like you just described. But I'll go to the coaching side, and the coaches are like, hey, let's just get the win and move on. Because these are hard games to coach when you're playing against a team that's wounded, their best player's not there, they've been on the road, and it's hard to get your team motivated, which they should have been tonight to put the teams away, to put Milwaukee away, but they wasn't. And I think from a coaching standpoint, you're very happy with the win, but you're still going to come to the film room tomorrow and try to do some cleanup. And that's why I think, that this is a good win for Denver. It would have been a
tragedy.
A tragedy
if they'd have lost.
Had they lost.
Next couple weeks are going to be telling for the Denver Nuggets, who sit third in the Western Conference because 7 of their next 9 games are away from Denver. Going to say a lot about where they wind up seeding-wise in the Western Conference playoffs. By the way, Milwaukee now with 3 straight losses after not losing back-to-back games all season long, and they're now on a 67-win pace. That's how quickly that 70 threshold becomes harder and harder and harder. That's why teams don't win 70.
Well, two things that
happen.
happen.
Yeah. Like if you lose 3 in a row, it went down 3 games.
Yeah. But two things are happening here, right? L.A. Lakers 1 game behind now, right? And now the MVP race, gets a little closer now, because if the Lakers and LeBron finish with the best record in the league, then you have to say he's the MVP.
Different argument.
So Milwaukee in the next, 2 weeks, they could lose everything that they just had fought so hard to get.
Been injured. Like, let's get everybody back healthy.
I'm just saying.
They also have 7 of their next 8 at home.
Yeah.
It seems unlikely that the losing streak is going to continue much longer for the Bucks. Much more coming up here. Stick with us on the way. The OG was the original WNBA draft pick, Tina Thompson.
Baseline.
In our sights when we come back.